Hello, dear traders and investors. Thank you very much for watching our review. Now we will look at the main fundamental indicators of the company MediaCo Holding Inc, ticker MDIA. This review was based on data as of August 20th, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company MediaCo Holding Inc belongs to the subcategory. Advertising, 58 companies participate in the comparison. This is very representative. We start with summary information about the corporation. A little further, we will look at each parameter in more detail. If necessary, you can pause the video. We suggest looking at all the indicators of the company under study more carefully. You can go to the database with the classification of company tickers using the link in the pinned comment. Please provide a link to the company analysis to your friends. So let's finally begin. Market capitalization of the company MediaCo Holding Inc estimated at $0.2 billion. With a market capitalization of the subcategory of $144 billion. MediaCo Holding Incorporated has a share of 0.137% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.02 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $29 billion. MediaCo Holding Inc accounts for 0.087% share. By comparing the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we can see the following. Occupied share MediaCo Holding Incorporated in a subcategory in case of market value assessment is 0.137%. The book value is 0.087%. This is 36% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Total company assessment MediaCo Holding Incorporated will be presented towards the end of the review. Please look at the logic of the study in full. The debts of the organization under study amount to $0.039 billion. Debt to book value is 195% of equity. Score for the company's debt obligations, bad, -1 point. The ratio of the company's market value to profit corresponds to 0, with an average for the subcategory of 58.4, which is worse than for the subcategory. Assessment of stock market value to its profit in comparison with in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$12 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is negative for the company. Assessment of expected future profit in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price-to-revenue ratio is 6.2. The average in the subcategory is 1.7, and this is 265% higher than in the subcategory. Assessment of the stock market value to its revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $30 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. This is negative for the company. Assess projected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Bad, -1 point. If you're interested in this analytics, we kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell. The sales margin is -37%, with an average in the subcategory of 2.9%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 39.9%. Profitability assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of personnel in the subcategory is 0.023%, which is 496% less than the share of market capitalization. And this reflects the imbalance in the market value of the organization MediaCo Holding Inc., rather towards revaluation. The amount of capital per employee of the organization is $1,691,000. And in the subcategory, $280,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 503.9%. Estimation of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per employee, minus $100,900. Average in the subcategory, $4,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2,005%. Estimation of profit per company employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's revenue per employee is $273,000. In the subcategory, $164,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 66%. Estimation of sales volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares are short at 7.2%, with a subcategory average of 4.1%. This is an indicator of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 53% for the company MediaCo Holding Inc. For the subcategory, this level is approximately 50%. Potentially, shares of the subcategory are valued in the same way as shares of the company MediaCo Holding Inc. Comparing the dynamics of a company's share price MediaCo Holding Inc. and subcategory companies, we will see that in 12 months, the shares MediaCo Holding Incorporated showed a dynamics of 351.6%. Against price changes in the subcategory, 8.2%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Before showing the final score, I kindly ask, leave an assessment of the company's shares MediaCo Holding Inc. in the comments to this video. The overall result is minus 8.5 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, 0.4 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US market in general, we can see that the average result for the market in total is 0.3 points. Against a score of minus 8.5 points for the company MediaCo Holding Incorporated. Let's look at the order table. It is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all previously made decisions by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Let me remind you, earlier August 17, 2024, an order was published, ticker MDIA. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets, a decision has been made on this order. Close the order. The profit was 5%. Thank you all very much for watching this video and using the help System.GURU.Markets. You all really are the coolest audience in the whole world.